in there. I mean, that movie made a great big hit here, but also was in Bombay. It was a big deal too. Were you there to cover it?
Yes, I was there to cover it, and I've actually interviewed the two child stars who were, Danny Boyle found them from the slums, and they live in Garib Nagar in Bandra, and one was Rubina Ali, and the other was Azruddin Ismail, and they're really sweet, and they just shot to fame. And I think one thing that was a great thing that was captured in the movie was the essence of truth. You know, India is a country of extremes, and so you have these slum kids, actual slum kids that are in the movie, and and then of course you're showing the affluence that exists also, and the corruption.
The drama about the children and their parents was kind of heavily promoted, or was it the truth that they were trying to sell them? And
that was true, but they kind of kept it under wraps because they do have representation now, and you're kind of dealing with their publicist.
How are they doing now?
They're doing well. Danny Boyle started a trust fund for them, and they've been put up in flats in Santa Cruz. So, now they have a home, and they're no longer in the shanties where they grew up.
Tell me some of the big stars that you have interviewed.
Hrithik Roshan was one of them, and that was during his promotion for Kites. And another is Ranbir Kapoor, and he's my personal favorite. I think he's an amazing actor. And coming from a star family, Raj Kapoor's grandson, Rishi Kapoor's
he's good-looking too.
Yes,
and he's tall, just like you.
And he's really modest, and you can tell that he wants to hone in and perfect his craft, so I applaud that. And he's a chameleon in his movies, because Rocket Singh, he plays a Sardar, and then Ajab Prem Ki Gajab Kahani, he's doing comedy, and in his recent Rajneeti, it's a political thriller. So he seems to be experimenting with his roles. Shushmita Sen I loved. She just oozes sophistication and femininity. So she's another great person of interest.
On E! Tonight here, they talk about sexy stars of Hollywood. How about in India? Do you all talk about the sexy stars of Bollywood, and who are they? Oh,
yeah, we do. We actually had a six-pack craze going on when Amir Khan came out with Gajni. He actually has an 8-pack for that movie because he trained and had a very tough regimen with his workouts. And then I did a report on that where I compared him to Shah Rukh Khan in Om Shanti Om. Even he revamped his body for that.
That's right.
And who is it? Salman Khan in Veer. And John Abraham is another favorite. He's always got this hot body. So you do have these sexy stars. And then again with the Bollywood heroines in bikinis. That's not taboo anymore.
So how's living among these stars? I mean, do they look at you as equal, or do they say, no, she's just media?
I think there's a great marriage between the cinema world and media now. They're a lot more media savvy. They come up with kind of PC answers, and that's expected, So if you grill them, they're going to come up with the diplomatic answers to your questions. But yeah, they're just very polished now. They're used to having the press conferences, and it's very professional the way the media industry is running.
The entire stardom up there has changed from my days. In my days, the stars were, lachka and action and this and that, but now these guys got bodies and they're really in good shape. And I like that. I liked your interview. Folks, you can see it on the YouTube. It is with Hrithik Roshan and the Spanish actress. Tell me a little bit about
Barbara Moore,
Where did you do that?
That was in New York, and it was for MTV World. And that was a especially fun shoot for me, since we took them around the city on a double-decker bus. So, that was a cool way for even Hrithik to have been interviewed, I think. We stopped for hot dogs, we flew kites in Central Park.
It was pretty interesting for me to see Hrithik Roshan was fully invested in that particular interview. Generally, people are sort of aloof, but he was in it with you, and I like that very much. Now, I love fashion. I really like those runways, particularly India has now come of age. Is fashion one of your beats?
Yes, it is. I do cover Lakme Fashion Week that's held in Bombay twice a year.
Next time, do I call you for tickets or what?
Yes, for sure.